Hi, it is such an exciting time when moving to another country. You feel excited, nervous at the same time, and not sure how it is going to be over there and how's your life going to be. I moved to New Zealand when I was 25, newly married, moved to New Zealand with my husband, and I don't want you to make the same mistakes I made. Welcome to my channel. Let's sit and talk. So, the points I'm making are based on my own experience as an immigrant, as an immigrant with Indian cultural background who moved to New Zealand when I was 25. I have made some mistakes and I have made some right decisions as well. And then I have seen others who moved around the same time. So, based on that, how I would do things differently if I was my 25-year-old self now, or what advice can I give to anyone who's considering moving to a new country? We women in general are quite, we try to please our family members, our friends, our loved ones. So if your partner or your husband decides to move to a new country, a new location for their own personal or professional reasons, you have already given them priority to agree to move with them. And that's what we do when we love each other, when we care for each other. We move, we support each other. So you have already prioritized their goals and their dreams to move to another country for a better life. It could be for themselves, it could be for the whole family. Most of the time, it's for the family. So you have already prioritized them. Please prioritize yourself as well. If you do not prioritize yourself, no one else will. You need to look after yourself. How do you prioritize yourself? We come to my number one point. If your husband wants to move or your partner, make a plan for yourself as well. They already have a plan. What are you going to do when you move there? Make a plan. See, how are you going to live your day-to-day life there? Are you going to work? Are you allowed to work there? What kind of visa do you hold? If you're allowed to work, will you be working? Or do you have children? Will you be looking after the children? There are many things that happen once you move, and all those decisions or discussions need to happen before you move. So please make a plan for yourself, have a discussion with your partner. But in a marriage or in a relationship between a man and a woman, it is equal partnership. So everything needs to be equal. So if your partner has a plan, you need to have a plan as well. And you are supporting your partner by agreeing to move away from your friends, away from your family. They need to prioritize you as well. So how do you do that? Make a plan, discuss. How's your life going to be when you move there? Will you be able to work? Do you have the visa to work in that country? Or are you going to apply when you move there? Day to day life, how are you going to spend? It can be quite isolating if you don't have your friends and family there, new country, and hopefully not a new language, but sometimes it can be if you're coming from a totally different culture. So please make a plan. If you have children, who's going to look after them? That is very important. Do not just follow your partner or your husband without a plan. That's the first most important thing that I would tell you or anyone, even myself, if I decide to move now, which I won't. I have moved once, uprooted myself, but not anymore. Second, do not move without a financial plan for yourself. Being financially independent is important for anyone, but it is even more important for us women, and even more when you are moving to a new country. How are you going to be financially independent? Again, are you going to work? If not, is your husband going to provide some kind of financial assistance to you? Have a discussion regarding that. And one thing I would say, again, very common in my culture, may or may not be in your culture. But again, I think these things apply to most of the women worldwide. There may be a little bit of differences because of the culture, but most of the time it's same. So take what applies to you. Before you move, you decide when you do a job, how is your salary, where is it going to go? If it already goes in a separate account for you, well done, good job. I would suggest that to everyone. When you move, you are earning, your partner is earning. You can have a joint account, but do not deposit your salary in your joint account. It does not matter whether you move to a new country or not. I think this should be a general rule. Do not. And if your husband or your partner does not agree to that, do not move. You need to have the financial discussion. Surely have a joint account, and you need to have a separate account where your salary goes. And then you decide, or the pre-decided amount as discussed between you two, then you transfer from your account to the joint account. That will, believe me, save you a lot of issues later on. I know what we feel. We trust this person, we love this person, then all the more reason they should be perfectly okay. As I said, this is an equal partnership. If they have their own account, you need to have your own account. Joint account should be only for expenses and what is pre-decided. This maintains your financial independence as well. So have your own account. Do not let your salary directly be deposited in the joint account. That's point number 2. Third, what not to do. It is an extension of the point number 2. Because we are isolated, don't have any friends or family, or very little friends or family, we do not have the wide network, the support network we have back home. So it's easy to let the other person take charge of everything and do it because you're so busy. If you have children, looking after children or just settling in, you're busy with that and you just let the other person take charge of everything. So when you have your own bank account number, do not share that with anyone. It should just stay with you. You need to take out time, talk to the bank if required, or to talk to any utility services. But Do not share your password. It is not good practice either. If anything happens, the bank will not return you your money. If they find out that you have shared your password with anyone, they clearly say do not share it even with your spouse. So please listen to that from the bank and do not share your password in any circumstances. If you cannot remember your password, write it down somewhere. But do not, this can create huge issues later on if things don't go well. Point number 4, do not give your travel documents like passport, visa to anyone, not even to your partner, to keep it safe somewhere. At all times, you should have access to your own travel documents or any legal documents, any kind of work visa that you need, or a permanent residency visa, or citizenship, whatever you have. You need to keep all that with you, including your passport. It does not matter if anyone says, oh, I will keep it safe with my things. That's your personal legal documents. And if things don't go well, you will have access to book a ticket when you're financially independent, like discussed in point number 2 and 3, which is very important. And then you can at least book your ticket and go back home or to your loved ones or where you feel safe. It is very easy for us to feel that we need to show that it is about trust, that we trust our family. But at the end of the day, you have to look after yourself. Things change all the time. We think our life is perfect right now. Next minute, anything can change. 5th point, do not expect all your problems to go away when you move to a new country. You will still need to work hard to earn a good living, or for whatever reason you have moved. It could be for a better living, for a better lifestyle, for health reasons, for family, whatever your reason is. Do not expect things to just work out the moment you land into the new country. You will still need to work hard to earn a decent living and work on the existing personal problems. Yes, it will be a different environment. So, even more important that you work on it. Things will be difficult. So, be prepared when you move from there. It's not going to be easy. And do not get too scared either. In the end, life has a way of working out the way it was meant to be for all of us. So, do not be too scared. Do not be too nervous to the point where you can't do anything. Prepare for the worst and look forward to the best. It can be a very exciting and amazing journey. But remember those 5 points to start with. Talk to you later. And thank you for watching. Bye.